Hi Scrappy friends, it's Kim here, and I am using Sweet Little Things Stamp of the Month along with Sweet as Honey Picture My Life cards and a craft card base to create this really sweet little card. I'm also using some Distress Oxide watercolor paper, and here I'm just stamping with intense black ink to get a really good base for my image. And I use the rectangle stitched frame to cut this cute little design out, and I am getting my card base ready. I decided I wanted to use some of this burlap ribbon from my stash, and I'm just using some glue dots to get that adhered to that Picture My Life card. And that Sundance card is beautiful with the craft card base, and so I'm just getting that attached, and then I will be ready to attach that to the card base. And then I have this cute little knot that I'll attach with the glue dot just for some fun. And now I am going to pull in some sparkles, and that is the dark earth brown alcohol marker, just to add some color to those sparkles. And now I am using my watercolor pencils on this Distress watercolor paper, and I'm just adding some shading. And what you'll see I'm doing at the top of the frame there is sharpening down, making a flat side on my pencils, and that works really well for shading purposes, and it allows you to get an even coverage as opposed to sharp lines. And then I'm just going to get this cute little bear filled in with 3 different shades, and then I'm using my water brush pen, and that's just filled with regular water, and I'm going in all the light areas first and then coming back and doing all the darker areas on my sweet little bear. I am in love with this stamp set, this January stamp of the month. It reminds me of Pooh without being Pooh, and it is just adorable. And here I get a little off camera and I don't realize because I have it zoomed in so much. And there I'm just adding some blue. I want some blue sky. I don't want all that stark white. And so I go in with some blue, and then you'll see me do just a bit of green at the very bottom just to pull that color all the way down and just ground it. Again, here I'm going off camera and don't mean to. I'm just putting in a different shade of green for some of the stems and the grass on the flowers. And if you have not tried watercolor pencils on this Distress watercolor paper that we have, oh my, you really need to. It is amazing. And here I am just coloring in the flowers. Again, I am so sorry that I'm off camera. Did not even realize it. And all I do in between each color is just wipe down my water pen, and you'll see that my water brush. When I go off camera, all I'm doing is just wiping it down. And here I'm just adding a little bit more darker bits of blue, again off camera, so sorry. I think I realize it here in just a second. But I am in love with this stamp set. I really like how this turned out. There's where I realized I was off camera. And so I'm using this Oh Happy Day, and I cut it apart instead of having 1 sentiment. And I just use a little 1-inch block, and I'll let my watercolor dry really well before I stamp this on. But I am stamping with intense black ink, and it just makes for the cutest little sentiment. And here I'm just attaching some 3D foam tape, and wouldn't you know it, while I'm recording I ran out of 3D foam tape, and so I just want that to lift up off the card a little. Again, this is a super simple card, and just showing you a fun way that you can use just a PML card, a card base, a ribbon from your stash, and some bling. And here I decided I want to add some bling in those flower centers, but I wanted to pull in the bitty sparkle so it would be teeny tiny, and it adds just the perfect finishing touch to this card. So if you'd like information about how to get this stamp set for free, be sure and let me know. Thanks, guys.